What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to today's video. I'm super excited to be sharing the top 5 things every football player needs today. So make sure you guys go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. YouTube has been telling me that 96% of you that are watching this video are not subscribed. So if you could do that, ring the post notifications bell, leave me a like and comment, all that above. And if you're watching this on any of my other social media platforms, whether that be Instagram, Facebook, if this is on TikTok as well, make sure you guys follow me on all those social media platforms as well. If you haven't seen my latest video, go up and check the top left-hand corner up above. Go check that latest video out and come back to this one. And without further ado, these are going to be 5 things that you guys are going to want to have in your football bag, your locker, your car, wherever you keep your football stuff. These are going to be the 5 things that you need to have. So let's dive into it. So most of this list is going to consist of things that the football team doesn't give you, right? Most of your football team is going to give you your helmet, shoulder pads, you know, your pants. Sometimes they'll give you a girdle and some thigh pads, knee pads, stuff like that. So all the stuff on this list is stuff that you're probably going to pay out of pocket for, more than likely, because the football team isn't going to give it for you unless you're playing professional football or you're at a big NCAA Division I college where you're getting all this cool stuff for free. So you're going to want these right here. They're super... Oh, there we go. That's better. For some reason, they weren't in my hand. These are going to be one of the top things that you're going to need, guys. These are going to be football cleats. Sorry, I got to look at myself to make sure that you guys are able to see these properly. These are going to be one of the most important things, your football cleats, okay? The ones that I'm holding up right here, these are low cut Nikes. I mean, these are going to be your basic. I think these are the Vapor 360 speeds. You're going to want a pair of these if you're a, DB, skill position, anything like that. You're going to want a pair of low cuts. Ones are a little beat up. I've actually personally worn these a ton. These are actually one of my favorite pairs of cleats. These are the Nike Field Generals. They just have a nice wide base on the cleat. And for me, I personally have a super wide foot. So I really enjoyed wearing these. They were super comfortable, a little bit heavier than your low cuts. But hey, you know what? Speed is speed. You're either fast or you're not. So if you're worried about, an ounce or two on a cleat, that's not really going to make that much of a difference when you get into the game. So at the end of the day, wear what's going to be comfortable for you. For me, that was sometimes mid, sometimes it was low. It was just depending on how I was feeling for that particular game, practice, or what have you. So make sure you guys check out a good pair of cleats that you can get, whether that be Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. Any of the top reputable brands that are out there are going to make great cleats that you can wear. So for these bad boys, you're probably going to be paying anywhere from, $120 all the way up to $200, sometimes even $250 if you're getting like a limited edition pair. That's just how much cleats usually range. It just depends on which type you want. Nike makes, I think, about 3 different varieties of the Vapor Speed series. So the only difference is it's going to be priced, right? I think it's like 120, 160, and then 200. The real difference is going to be like the quality that you're getting with the cleats. Some of them don't have the carbon fiber bottom, or they don't have the ghost lace system that they're making in some of these now. There's just going to be some technical features that you're going to be missing if you pay for the 121s. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking about cleats. Nothing's going to be really that different in terms of paying for a $120 cleat and a $200 cleat. I think for the most part, it's just going to be the aesthetics of the cleat. So make sure you guys do your research on that before you're getting cleats. Just buy the ones that fit your feet right, they don't hurt your feet, and you feel good playing in them, okay? That's the end of the day. Look good, feel good, play good. So check out those cleats, and let's hop into the next thing. Going into the second thing that you're going to need when playing football is going to be mouth protection, okay? So I got these 2 bad boys right here. We got the Battle mouth guards. No, Battle isn't sponsoring me, but Battle, if you're watching this, I shouted you out. Y'all come sponsor your boy, okay? Professional athlete. Anyways, mouth protection is going to be super important, okay? You want to protect your teeth, your brain. Your mouth guard is going to play a big role in terms of preventing head injuries, making sure you don't lose any teeth or bite your tongue while you're playing football or any of that good stuff. So make sure you guys get your hands on a good mouth guard. Now, whether that's like the full binkies, these are called binkies, or over the mouth guards, whatever you want to call them. These are going to be, I guess, your more stylish ones. You're not going to have to mold these ones, right? So you're just going to be able to bite down on them. These Battle ones have the breathing hole in the middle, so you can see my eye through there, I think, maybe. But yeah, these ones are going to be able to breathe easy through. Another pair that they make that I personally like is just the in-mouth ones where they're moldable. You can either buy the ones where you mold them by boiling up some water, dipping it in, and then putting it in your mouth. Or you can even go as far as like the high, like dentist grade ones where you get like a mold of your teeth, send it into whether it's a custom mouth guard. There's a few out there, that take your custom mold of your teeth and then make you a custom fitted mouth guard. And those ones are going to fit a little bit more snug and tight than your boiled mouthpieces. So I personally like those ones just because they're a little bit of a tighter fit. They don't really fall out. You can talk really easy in them because they have that real high quality fit due to the fact that you're sending in a perfect mold of your teeth. Sometimes when you're doing the boiling way, it just isn't perfect. So if you have a little bit of extra money to spend, go the extra distance, get that custom mold of your teeth. I'm pretty sure you can order those on like like Amazon, or even, you know, go to your dentist and they do it for, you know, like 30 or 40 bucks, something like that. Get that custom mold and then send it into a custom mouth guard company. And then, you know, you can go from there. I had a pretty cool one. It was a gold chrome one from Mighty Mouth Guards back in 2016. I think I had that, and I wore it all throughout college. That one's kind of run its course, so I'm gonna need a little bit of an upgrade. But Mighty Mouth Guards has some sick mouth guards, you guys. If you ever get a chance to check them out, go check out their mouthpieces. They do some of the craziest, you know, chrome, diamond plated, all these crazy mouth guards that are just super cool. So make sure you guys go check them out. So like anything with any of these mouth guards, they're gonna run you, I would say, anywhere from, like, you probably get one for like 5 or 10 bucks for those easy, you know, boil moldable ones, or you go into like these battle ones. I think they run for like 30 or 40 bucks, and then you can go even higher with those custom fit mouthpieces. You can even go up to as high as $249 for those custom fit mouthpieces, depending on where you go. It's just going to depend on, you know, what you like, what mouthpiece feels comfortable. I mean, don't go immediately and break the bank. I'd say start with just a cheap $10 one, and then when you're ready to, you know, start showing off the swagger with those cool mouthpieces, then you can upgrade from there. So now moving on to number 3, and this list is in no real order, so don't think like, okay, this is the top thing I need. No, this is just the top 5 things that I feel like as a football player, things over the years that I've usually spent the most money on, right? So it's usually those, you know, your football cleats, your mouth guard, you're always getting a new one of those. And then going into number 3, you got your gloves. Okay, so I just grabbed a few pairs that I currently have, you know, some Adidas. These, a lot of them are a little bit worn down because I've played in them so much. Adidas cutters. You got Nike out there too. I really like Nike gloves. I just don't have a pair on me right now. I need to get a new pair. So I've seen some of Nike's gloves. They're super cool. I've always liked wearing them. I feel like Nike has possibly the best grip out there next to Adidas. I have liked cutters in the past for their grip, but I'm kind of falling away from them a little bit. For some reason, I just don't feel like they have the same stickiness that they used to have. That's why I'm leaning a little bit more towards the big name brand with Nike, Adidas. I don't really wear Under Armour too much, so I can't really speak on that to the full lengths. But if you could grab yourself a pair of Nike gloves, or Under Armour or Adidas, whatever, most of those are going to run you about, you know, $40 to $50, depending on whether you're getting the youth pair or the adult pair. I think the youth may be like $10 or $15 cheaper, but for the most part, you're going to be paying about $50 for gloves. Okay, so now going into the 4th thing that everyone's going to need. These are going to be your compression shorts. I'm trying to show them as like good as I can on the camera, but they're so long. Whether it's compression shorts or the full-on like compression leggings that go all the way down to your ankles, these are going to be a key thing for you guys to use. I'll wrap them around my neck right now, even though they're not supposed to go around my neck, but these are going to be important for you guys just because if you're playing on turf and you're wearing these, most of the time you're not going to get turf burn, which if you've ever had turf burn, it's really painful. You usually have it for weeks. It starts scabbing. It starts getting all gross and hurts when you get in the shower, all that stuff. These bad boys will protect your legs from turf burn. Not going to say every single time, but, you know, once they start to get a hole in them, you might need to get a new pair. But they're going to be pretty key in terms of protecting you from the turf, where you might fall on the grass and it has that little hard piece of dirt underneath there and you end up scraping yourself up. At the end of the day, these are just going to be another layer between you and that hard surface, so you don't get, you know, some bad turf burn or scratch or anything like that. So check these out. Not only are we talking about just tights, but the compression shorts as well. I mean, they're going to be overall just more beneficial when you're playing sports. I mean, everything's going to be tight to your legs. You know, you're going to feel a little bit faster, which again, look good, feel good, play good, like we've been saying. The cool thing about all these compression shorts, you know, leggings, the compression shirts, all that stuff, they're all going to be moisture wicking. So you're not going to feel like way down like you would if you're wearing a cotton shirt or anything like that. So that's one of the cool things about wearing compression shorts or leggings, tights, anything like that. I mean, that's what number 4 really is. It's not just tights or leggings. It's going to be any compression clothing that you're going to wear in football. I would highly recommend, because overall it's just going to help you perform better. Most of these compression shorts are usually going to run you about $40 to $50. I think Nikes are on the high end about $50. I mean, that's, again, you're paying for the brand at that point. You can go on Eastbay and get their, I think, standard leggings for, I want to say, 20 bucks, maybe $30. So you're paying half the price. The same material. It has the same effect on, you know, your body in terms of moisture wicking and all that stuff. So check out Eastbay, check out Adidas, Under Armour, Nike, whatever you want to go with at the end of the day that's going to make you feel the best. Go with that pair. So like I said, it could be about 50 bucks and under for leggings. Now let's hop into the final item that every football player needs in their locker, car, football bag, all that stuff. So before we get into the final one, make sure if you haven't already, you guys hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and follow me on all my social media channels. I'd really appreciate that. Make sure you leave me a comment on this video what you thought was the best thing on this 5 things every football player needs list, and let me know what you want to see in any of my future videos. So here we go. Let's dive into number 5. So this one at number 5 is going to be a little bit subjective for me personally. I wear this item every single game. I never take it off. Every single practice, it's always on, and it's just really important to me. It's something that I think I started wearing when I first started playing football, and that is going to be one of these bad boys. Most of you probably can't see it. It's a little bit hard to see, but it is a visor, a football visor. This one's a little bit scratched up. I've used it a few times, but for the most part, that's going to be subjective to, you know, anyone on the field. However you feel. If you want to wear a visor and you think it looks cool, or you just want to wear it, go ahead and do that. I think it's a really important thing for not only just looks. I mean, you're going to be looking good out there when you're wearing one of these bad boys. I mean, you can't tell me whether it's like a clear one, or pretty soon here I'm going to be wearing a tinted one in the CFL. You can't tell me one of these doesn't make you look a little bit better as a football player. So you're also going to be a little bit safer when you're wearing these visors. You're going to be able to avoid hands coming into your face mask, getting poked in the eyes, things like that. And trust me, I know tons of guys and teammates, people on the other team, all that stuff, opponents that have been poked in the eyes many times. So if you can bear with the visor and, you know, a little bit of moisture getting on it or sweat that gets on it doesn't bother you, then I'd say go ahead and get it. I mean, in between series and stuff like that, you can wipe it off, make sure it's all clean and crisp, all that good stuff. And I mean, it's not really going to fog as much like you think it would when you're in those cold weather games. I've worn it in like below freezing temperatures where you can see your breath and all that, and it has not fogged up at all. So if you're worried about it for that reason of it fogging up, don't worry, it won't do that on you. Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, I don't know what's going on. You may need to get a little bit more airflow in your helmet, but I would highly suggest getting a visor. Aside from the looks part, it is going to protect you a little bit as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video of the top 5 things that every football player needs. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, follow me on my social channels, all that good stuff. And let me know what you want to see in future videos. Every Saturday, I will be doing a reaction video to someone's highlights. So if you want a pro football player to react to your highlight video, whether you're a youth, pee-wee, high school, another professional athlete, college, any of that, let me know in the comments below. We'll get in contact. I'll get your highlight tape, and maybe you'll be featured on my highlight video reactions every single Saturday. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. At the end of the day, just make sure you get at least 4 out of the 5 things. You don't have to get the visor, but I'd say those other 4 things are super important. The 5th one is just going to be, again, you know, it's going to look good. It is going to protect you, but there can be 500 different number 5s that go in there for football. I just decided to choose a visor because that's something that I use every time I play football. So with all that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys keep on working hard if you're out there playing football. Football season is right around the corner. For some of us in different states around the United States and in Canada, you guys are playing right now. So make sure you guys are working hard, doing the things that you need to do to make it to where you want to go. And with all that being said, see ya in the next video. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend.